everybody, welcome to the ALK2 Powerboats Factory. We're coming to you with our Friday 5 at 5, and we got a few questions that y'all sent in, and we want to just answer them the best that we can. I'm here with Master Genius A.L. Kirkland, aka my father, aka sometimes my best friend, sometimes my worst enemy. But we're here to just see what all you got and see if we can help you. All right, John, what you got?
All right, first question's coming from Terry Inkle. I'm buying an 18 CRS, and it's coming with a 115 horsepower engine. Is that 150 horsepower engine too big for the 18 CRS?
All right, Dad, what you got on that?
150 is a little pushing the envelope pretty strenuous. The 115 runs absolutely great, and if you could stay below the 150, stay somewhere, even maybe a 140, it is rated for 140, and that is super fast, that boat is.
We sell a lot of those models with a 90 horsepower. The 115 is screaming fast. 140, we've only done a few because, with the 18, you're at a price point boat. So with the 115, you got plenty of power, you got a good price, and you can still get all your family and get them to the sandbar and back.
All right.
Yeah.
Question number 2 comes from Chad Cordula. Why do all of the 22 CRS I see have tilt-down steering besides mine?
Well, actually, the tilt steering is an option. So it might have been where when it was being built out by the dealer, or maybe you were having input in it, y'all might have forgot about the tilt steering, and that's easily done. But it's most everybody that's got tilt steering, it was an order.
It's a great option on the boat. A lot of our dealers have figured that out. It's not very much to upgrade it to that. So they're buying it with the tilt steering, and it just makes for a nice ride.
All right. Question number 3 comes from Scott Hughes. What are the goals of the company over the next 5 years or so?
Keep improving on what we're improving on. That's one of our biggest goals is, we got it great right now. Let's see what we need to do to make it better. And we get a lot of that information and a lot of those thoughts from the customer and our dealers. And we work strong and hard, hand in hand, to make that come true. And we also are looking at some bigger stuff that's in the works now, and a few different items here and there that's going to make boating and life in general that much better.
I think that was great. I'm all for that too. We're just getting better and better every week. Our team is getting better and better. We just want to bring that affordable luxury boat, to everybody, and we're doing it. And feedback from everybody has been phenomenal. We've changed our 22 3 times in the 5 years we've been in business so far. So, just keep them coming. You're on the boat every day. We see them, but we're not out there on the water. And so any feedback is greatly appreciated.
All right. Question number 4 comes from Todd Davis. When driving slow, if you turn the wheel slowly, the motor doesn't move, and you can turn the wheel about half the turn before it starts turning. If you turn the wheel faster, the motor moves right away. The boat is under 1 year old, and this just started about a month ago. Check steering reservoir, appears to be full of fluid. Any ideas?
Yes, that sounds like it's just a little problem with the hydraulic steering material itself, because this time of year it's really hot, so it makes your fluids a lot thinner, and it takes a little more pressure to compress the fluid. That actually makes your steering ram move from port to starboard. So it may just be as simple as just bleeding the steering. It would take 15 minutes at a dealership somewhere, or it just keep working it, and a lot of times it'll bleed itself.
Maybe you could check, the cylinder, where at the engine, and see if you are having any kind of leaks there. Some O-rings can loosen up over time. And also underneath the helm, make sure you don't have any hydraulic leaking anywhere.
All right. Yeah. Question number 5 comes from Carrie Hinkle. I'm purchasing an 18 CRF. Am I able to install a T-top after production?
Yeah, you're able to do that. We would just recommend installing one of our T-tops that's made for that console. And it's so much easier. It's not even that much more expensive, but it's a lot better product than just buying one off the shelf somewhere.
It's not cheap. So it's very expensive, but it's customized for our boat. So the legs on the back go straight to the floor where you don't hit your gas tank. They go right to the stringer. The front legs attached to the console. It's a great T-top.
Good deal. So since this is the first Friday 5 at 5, we got a bonus question. Why are your boats so inexpensive?
Well, actually, our boat, according to the marketplace and our competition, they are inexpensive, but they're not cheap. They're far from being cheap. We just feel like our product, we put a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort in our product, and we just feel like our product ain't that cheap. It's just everybody else is too high.
We use the same fiberglass. We use the same resin that other companies do. We use the same hardware. We just have, it's unique in the fact that my dad designs and tools and builds the molds. So we don't have that extra cost and outsourcing molds. We don't have any big time CEOs just sitting in the office pulling a check. Everybody's on the floor, everybody's working. So, we just want to make it where it's affordable for everybody. The time that's spent on the water, like with your family, like good and bad, you're always going to remember it, And so we would just want that for everyone. Even that time you got towed in, you remember that. The kids remember that, And so even the good and the bad. And that's why we have these questions on our Friday 5 at 5. We want to know your good experiences, but we also need to know the bad because that's how we learn and that's how we get better. Like what messed up on your boat and it's something we can fix so it doesn't happen to somebody else. So I know I'm opening a can of worms doing that, but I can tell us how great we are all day long. Like don't tell me how great we are. Tell me where we have failed. Because that's how we're going to get better and better. And that's what I want. I want to be the best that's out there.
Yep, that's it.
All right, so thank you for joining us on our Friday 5 at 5 ALK2 Powerboats. We're going to continue to do this, so just send in your questions. We just want to give you a big thank you to our customers, to our dealers, and to our team here who works tirelessly to build a boat.
Make the product better and better.
Yeah. So we just appreciate everyone. Feedback is great. Ask those questions. You want to know what AL's up to next? Drop a line. Let's see what he's doing. We heard he's semi-retired, but I doubt that happens.
That ain't gonna happen, I'm afraid.
Catch us next Friday with our Friday 5 at 5.